Introduction to the Modbus protocol. Original equipment manufacturers all have proprietary communication protocols such as Profinet, CIP, DeviceNet, and ControlNet, which are used to communicate with all their devices on the plant floor. As we know, there are different manufacturers of controllers, instruments, and peripheral devices, which leaves the question of how to make them exchange data with each other. This led to open-source protocols that bridge the gap left by proprietary protocols in communicating with third-party devices. Standard open protocols are Modbus, OPCDA, OPCUA, and MQTT. This article will examine the Modbus protocol, its benefits, types, and implementation. What is Modbus? Modbus is a communication protocol developed by Modicon in 1979 used by programmable logic controllers. Modbus transmission of data can be over serial lines or Ethernet. Many devices are now Modbus compliant since it's now a widely accepted communication protocol. Supervisory control and data acquisition mainly use Modbus to receive data from remote terminal units and PLCs. Modbus communication types. Modbus can be grouped into three broad types. Modbus RTU, Modbus ASCII, Modbus TCP. Modbus RTU. Modbus RTU is the most often used Modbus protocol. Modbus RTU is a straightforward serial protocol that may be sent using standard UART technology. At baud speeds ranging from 1200 bits per second to 115,200 bits per second, data is delivered in 8-bit bytes, 1 bit at a time. The majority of Modbus RTU devices support only 38,400 bits per second. A Modbus RTU operates a master-to-slave structure. Figure 1, Modbus protocol physical connection of RS-232, RS-485, RS-422 using a DB9 cable. Modbus ASCII. Modbus ASCII is an older version of the protocol that contains all of the elements of an RTU packet but is entirely written in understandable ASCII characters. Modbus ASCII isn't supported, isn't widely used, and isn't included in the official Modbus protocol specification. Modbus protocol TCP. Since its inception, Ethernet IP/TCP has been the most common network protocol. Modbus TCP follows the OSI network model. Modbus shifts from the conventional master-to-slave relationship to the client-to-server, where the master becomes the client and the slave the server. There can be multiple clients and multiple slaves, which is one of the beauties of Modbus TCP made possible through the peer-to-peer communication of Ethernet IP. A standard RJ45 cable is used for physically connecting Modbus TCP compliant devices. Modbus message structure. To be able to use any technology to its full capacity, it is pertinent to understand how it functions. Modbus makes use of registers in sending the different types of data. Figure 2, Modbus protocol message structure. Modbus function codes. The Modbus protocol specifies the number of function codes that can be used to access Modbus registers. Modbus defines 4 separate data blocks, each with addresses or register numbers that overlap. As a result, both the address and the function code are required to comprehensively explain where to find a piece of data. Figure 3, Modbus protocol function codes. When a Modbus slave detects a packet but concludes that the request contains an error, it responds with an exception code rather than a data response. The slave address or unit number, a copy of the function code with the high bit set, and an exception code make up the exception reply.